So the next day we actually spent a decent amount of time at the snow festival. Food stands, snow and ice sculptures, there was plenty of stuff to do and even more to see. How is it?
It's pretty dang. Sorry, I was turning up. It's good. Oh my god, I thought that was real.
Yeah, dude. Well, you got the Jaybs.
Yeah, a little, a giant mushroom with cheese and mayonnaise. All right.
Is it good?
Yeah, I don't know yet.
A little heavy on the mayonnaise, but it's fucking good.
Yeah. Maybe, like, as far as mushrooms go, probably like 8.5. No, I'd say like 9 out of 10 for mushrooms.
I'll give it 12 mushrooms out of 10 mushrooms.
Sapporo 雪まつり STB 広場へようこそ。今年の大雪像は
制作した時のパネル展のブースがあります。皆さん、行かれた方いらっしゃいます？
Did I mention that there were a ridiculous amount of snow and ice sculptures? I mean, the level of skill and craftsmanship that went into each one of them is crazy to think about. I mean, it definitely varied, but I'd say all of it was worth seeing. After a much-needed trip to a local bathhouse to warm up, we decided to get some of Hokkaido's famous miso ramen, which is pretty heavy on corn and butter, two other things that Hokkaido's famous for, and for good reason. The next day, the guys headed back home, and as usual, I stuck around for a while. After walking around for a while, I headed to Shiroi Koibito Chocolate Factory. It produces the most famous souvenirs in Hokkaido, and at around 200 million units produced and sold yearly, it's the #2 producer of souvenirs in the entire country. It's pretty cool to see how a lot of their super delicious chocolate, cookies, and candy were produced. There's also a mini theme park attached for kids, so it's a solid destination, at least to stop by, for all ages. That night I didn't have a place to stay, so I found a local internet cafe with a private booth to stay in. Comes equipped with a computer, a mat, everything you need for a 10 to 12 hour stay. It wasn't expensive at all, so it's a great option if you're in a pinch. After staying at the internet cafe for about 10 hours, I went to Otaru, a small city to the northeast of Sapporo. Back in the early 1900s up until the 20s, Otaru was a huge financial hub of northern Japan. Enough so that it was called the Wall Street of the North. When the coal industry died down in the 50s, most of the economic power shifted to Sapporo. It became less of a place that you'd come to if you wanted to get rich and more of a destination for Japanese and Russian tourists. The area is famous for a lot of great desserts, and I definitely had my fair share. I probably had a little too much, if I'm being completely honest. After hitting a lot of the more famous dessert shops, I had to force myself to leave or I was just going to eat myself into a coma. Just based on this trip alone, I'd say Hokkaido is one of my favorite places in Japan. Definitely going to be heading back as soon as possible.